trading, I thought this was really, really interesting. Obviously, when I started, I was really, really lost. I went down a wrong path in trading. I'll do uh, another speech about this in the next part of the course on how I took a wrong trading path, but then I ended up learning from that and then build myself up there. And I was pretty much lost, but with time, that's where success came. Because if at a point, if I would have given up within, I want to say, the first week or 2 weeks, I would have not been, you know I would have not been here at this present moment, talking, having students, having, created profit over stops, making a fortune out of the markets and all this, so it's really crazy how, where time can take you in a short period, because this happened really fast, man. Like, I was honestly expecting this to happen in 5 years or 6 years. But when I first got in, I said to myself, I'm going to get rich in a week. I'm going to get rich in a month. But those were really, really unrealistic goals. You always want to set realistic goals, because if you set crazy goals, I know a lot of people say, someone should set crazy goals, big goals, and chase them, right? I do agree with that, but there's gonna be times and days where you're gonna be going up those steps of your goals, and then you're gonna have that one shitty day, or you're gonna have that one moment where you feel down, and then when you go back and look at your goals, you're like, shit, I'm so far away. Like, that's just not, like, realistic. You want to set levels. So you want to say, so this year I want to make X amount of money. I want to make $10,000 this year, right? And then once you crush that $10,000 goal, you feel excited about yourself because you accomplished your goal. But if you say, like an unrealistic goal, I want to make $1 million this year, and it doesn't happen, you're gonna be sad, So it's good to set realistic goals and then slowly increase those goals every year, because if you're not growing, then you're dying. That's the way I like to think about things. So that's just a little insight of what I wanted to add on.
Yeah, facts.
Mm-hmm.
And the end of the
So
day, we're all trying to make our parents prouder, you know?
yeah, man, that's a true why. This is why, what keeps me going. That, and the passion I have for trading, because man, I really enjoy this, man. And one day I really want to get a top spot in finance, and maybe this is just me talking about future plans, like, but I'll discuss that more in the future speeches, or even time will tell. But let's get into the fourth question. On a scale from 1 to 10, being truly honest, what would you rate the courses that you have taken, and the webinars and the Telegram group chats and everything that's been provided to you?
Uh, to be completely honest, I would rate it like a 10. The reason being
Wow.
is because from where I started, not knowing anything, to just joining every webinar that possibly came out, to studying everything that was provided for me until now, I've been working on a demo account, and I've just been getting positive results every time. And then I opened a real account for $50. I got it to 100, and then I was
Yeah,
like, all
man,
right,
that's
I
crazy.
like the demo.
Uh-huh. You flipped an account from 50 to 100. That's an 100% return. So I'm gonna tell you, like, a little trading thing that happens to a lot of people. So what people usually do when they start trading, they make crazy returns. So let me tell you a little story about myself. I tell this pretty much to all my students from where I started trading. When I first got into trading, I was pretty much a gambler. So when I got in, I had no clue what technical analysis was, what fundamentals like none of that shit. I would just go into charts and just place random buys and sells. So when I got in, I started with, like, I think $500 to $600, and I flipped that account all the way to 1,800. And then the next day, I took a sell, I think, on USD JPY. And man, oh man, I was trading during NFP, and that thing flew up. And I just kept adding more sell positions, more and more. Every time it went down, 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 down. And man, that shit fucked me up. I started using high loss. And man, that was probably one of the worst moments in my life, man. Like, I felt like fucking crying, because I just, first of all, I flipped an account, I want to say, from 600 all the way to 1,800. So I pretty much already did good. But I got way too fucking greedy. And the next day, it's all gonzo to the water. And I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Like, I was just like, I had so much shit running through my head at that given moment. that it just put me in a bad mood for like a while, man. And then obviously I asked myself, all right, if I really want to succeed and be in this game, I need to ask myself, why did this happen? What was I going through in the moment? Um, and then obviously I research online. I spend several hours looking up information about trading and all this. And all those hours that I invested into myself, all those failures that I went through, it all paid off, right? If I would have just said at that point, all right, you know what, forex is a fraud, or forex is not for me, or forex is bullshit, I would have not been at this exact same position. So what usually traders do is that they'll flip their accounts like crazy returns, right? Like 1,000, 2,000, 50 to 100, or $10 to $20, you know. And then right after that, they'll get in that greed motion. So it'll be like, shit, I'm gonna increase my risk now. And they feel powerful because they've been winning trades. They think they could outplay the market. And then right when they do that, there's gonna be a moment where you lose a trade, and then your ego is too big, and they're like, shit, there's no way I just lost a trade. And you take another dumb trade, and in reality, you didn't really think it through why you exactly took that trade, and then you go into a losing streak. And that's where traders fuck up, and they increase their lot sizes, and your psychology is just fucked. And that's just a little insight that I wanted to add on about trading. So that's what usually happens. That's usually what I see within some traders. They flip their accounts, and then they just, man, they either blow it or they even go back to where they started. So that's something you like. Like once you get crazy returns, just take it easy. And I'll go a little bit on that on the new course that I'll be dropping. I'll go over, basically I documented all my trades that I took, wins and losses and everything, and I took an account at $300 all the way up to $2,400. I'll document it here. I'll document it in the course. This is going to be crazy. It's all going to be document based style. So yeah, this uh, this questionnaire, or you could say a webinar, will be added on part of the course, so everyone could go back and listen to this. So yeah, that's just a little insight that I wanted to add to that fourth question. So now the last and final question for you, Jacob, is what are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future is, you know, to enjoy life, be financially free, and just pay back everything my family has done for me.
Perfect, perfect. And let me go a little bit into trading. Like, what are your trading plans for the future? Like, what do you plan on doing with trading or finance, or maybe this opened up more doors for you to pursue maybe a career in finance, or maybe economics, or politics, whatever it is. Because when one door opens, a lot of doors open. That's one thing I learned about about getting myself into a lot of things.
No, this definitely changed my whole perspective on money and just everything in general. I guess once I build to the point where like I know I can make money consistently, I want to own property here and there and just live passively.
Perfect. You want to own some real estate. That's good, man.
Yep.
That's good. You gotta have, you gotta have more streams of income, man. That's good. I agree with that. Trading will definitely get you to that level where you need to get.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna end the questionnaire right here. Make sure, guys, to follow Jacob Hernandez. I'll tag his ad name right here on the description, or I'll put it on the screen so you guys could all follow him. And yeah, man, thank you very much for coming to this interview. And just keep up to date with the next few questionnaires that we'll have. We'll have more guests on the right here on this podcast. And yeah, thank you very much, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.